Hello students, Jai Hind. आप लोग कैसे हैं? I'm very sure you all are keeping very high spirits. You are staying fit and healthy. So in today's session, we are going to discuss a very important and very useful instrument, which is known as screw gauge. Students, I have previously told you that science is basically based on experiments, particularly physics. The foundation of physics is based on experimentation and observations. And by doing experiments, we need to measure the physical quantities accurately. Right? For that, we require some instruments. The most common instrument, measuring instrument, is a meter scale. But we have discussed it has the limitation that it can measure accurately only up to one place of decimal. Then we have discussed vernier calipers. It is much sensitive than that of meter scale. Its least count is 0.01 centimeter, so that it can measure accurately up to 2 places of decimal. Right? Screw gauge is still more accurate than that of a vernier calipers. We'll discuss. Its least count is 0.001 centimeter for a given configuration. So it can measure accurately up to 3 places of decimal. And this instrument can be used to measure extremely small distances, like the thickness of a hair. Right? So, before we start discussing about the usage and the description, its physical characteristics, the error which it can suffer from, the zero error, its correction, positive zero error, negative zero error, I would first give credit to Edunomus for providing this clipping, which I am going to show you. So please watch this clipping. Right? Screw gauge is an instrument based on the principle of micrometer screw and is used for measuring diameters of wires and to measure extremely small distances up to 3 places of decimal. It is used to know the gauge of the wire by using standard wire gauge table, which is also known as SWG table. A screw gauge is based on the principle of micrometer screw. When an accurately cut single-threaded screw is rotated in a closely fitted nut having evenly spaced threads, then linear motion of the screw along its axis in the forward or backward direction takes place. If the screw is rotated clockwise or anti-clockwise, it is observed that the linear distance moved by the screw head is proportional to the amount of rotation given to the screw. So, when the screw is rotated in a particular direction, then during one complete rotation, the screw covers some linear distance. And the linear distance covered by the screw during one complete rotation, that is known as the pitch. The screw gauge consists of a U-shaped frame and is made up of gunmetal. A small metallic piece called the stud having plain face is attached at one end of this U-shaped frame. The other end carries a tabular hub. The inner face of tabular head is threaded. A screw passes through these threadings. The end of the screw is plain. It consists of a circular or the head scale, which consists of equal divisions. The linear distance through which the screw head moves in the forward or backward direction parallel to its axis when one complete rotation is given to the screw is called the pitch of the screw. In this case, suppose the initial reading is 2 division of the main scale, which is the fixed one. Each division is equal to 1 millimeter. So here the initial reading is 2 millimeter. Now, on rotating the screw in the anti-clockwise direction, on completing 5 rotations, the final reading of the main scale will be 7 divisions. So now the reading will be 7 millimeter. So therefore, initial reading is 2 and final reading is 7 millimeter. So the difference is 5 millimeter. This is the linear distance covered by the screw during 5 rotations. Therefore, in one rotation, the linear distance covered by the screw gauge is 1 millimeter, which is known as the pitch of the screw gauge. So pitch of the screw gauge is 1 millimeter or 0.1 centimeter. It may be defined as the linear distance covered by the screw during one complete rotation. So least count will be given by the pitch divided by the total number of divisions in the circular scale, which in this case is 100. So the pitch of the screw gauge is 1 millimeter divided by 100, which will be 0.01 millimeter or 0.001 centimeter. It can further be converted into meters. It will be 10 into 10 to minus 6 meter. So it can be written as 10 micrometer. As the least count of the screw is of the order of a micrometer, that is the reason why it is also called as micrometer screw. Due to manufacturing defect or due to the wear and tear or loose fitting or irregular gap, there is some place between the screw and the nut. In such an instrument, there is error due to lag between the rotatory motion given to the cylinder scale and the linear motion of the screw along its axis. So the zero of the circular scale and the reference line don't coincide, and that is when the instrument is said to be suffering from some sort of error. When the circular scale is given rotation by few divisions in one direction and then in the back or opposite direction, the screw may or may not move at all or by the required amount. That is, it tends to give some jerky motion. This error is known as the backlash error. Now, zero error. In this case, the zero of the circular scale do not coincides with the reference line. When the two are in contact. So in such a case, the screw gauge is said to have some error. Now, if you hold it upside down, and in this case, if the zero of the circular scale lies to the right of the reference line, then the screw gauge is said to have positive zero error. In this case, the difference between the reference line and the circular scale is 11 division. So, it is measuring some extra length. So, actual length would be given by the observed length minus this extra length. So, zero error if it is positive, then zero correction must be negative. Actually, when the screw gauge suffers from positive zero error, then the measured value is always greater than the actual value. So error would be in this case 11 multiplied by the least count. So it would be 0.001 centimeter and the correction would be negative of that. Now in this case, the zero of the circular scale lies to the left of the reference line. This is known as negative zero error. In this case, the instrument measures less length as compared to the actual length. Thus, so as to compensate it, this error is added to the observed length so as to get the actual length. So the zero error is negative, then the zero correction would be positive. So here suppose the difference between the reference line and the zero of the circular scale is 10 divisions. So error would be 10 multiplied by least count. So that would be 10 into 0.001 centimeter. Now let us consider how to measure the diameter or the thickness of a wire. The wire is held firmly between the stud and the plain face of the screw, as shown. So AB is the thickness of the wire which is to be measured. So X is the main scale reading, and each division of main scale is 1 millimeter. So main scale reading is 1 millimeter, and Y scale, Y is to be measured with the help of the circular scale. So the actual measured value would be X plus Y. X, students, it is 1 division of the main scale, which is equivalent to 1 millimeter. And 31 divisions are coinciding with the reference line. So since one rotation is 1 millimeter, therefore 100 divisions would be 1 millimeter, and therefore 31 divisions would be equal to 31 multiplied by 1 by 100. 1 by 100 millimeter is the least count. So portion Y is given by that value. And portion X, as we have discussed, it's the main scale reading, it is equal to 1 millimeter. And Y portion is 31 multiplied by the least count. So if you add X plus Y, that will give you the total length. And thereafter, if this instrument suffers from some error, then zero correction is applied. So how to take the reading? Portion X will give the linear scale reading, while portion Y will be given by the number of divisions coinciding with the reference line multiplied by the least count. Here, 1 by 100 is the least count of the screw gauge, which is pitch divided by total number of divisions in the circular scale. I'm sure, students, after watching this short video about the screw gauge, you are fully able to understand its working, its utility, and basically how to take the reading using this instrument of screw gauge. We have also discussed in the video regarding the pitch, regarding the least count, and regarding zero error, positive zero error, the negative zero error, and the correction. Now I feel after dealing with all these topics, we are in a position to solve these questions, right? So just in order to do practice in this particular topic, let's attempt these two questions based on screw gauge. So let's discuss the first one. First question is, the pitch of a screw gauge is 1 millimeter. Students, you are aware, pitch is the linear distance which is covered by the screw during one complete rotation. That is known as the pitch, and it's given to be 1 millimeter. So the first question, it's given pitch is 1 millimeter. There are 100 divisions on the circular scale. This is basically the vernier scale, and it has got 100 divisions. So number of divisions in the circular scale is 100. So what about the least count, students? The formula for the least count of a screw gauge is pitch divided by number of divisions in the circular scale. So this is the formula, we are aware of it. Pitch divided by number of divisions in the circular scale or head scale in the circular scale. So let's make use of this formula. So it will be 1 mm divided by 100. So it will be 0.01 mm, or it may be written as 0.001 centimeter. So students, screw gauge is an instrument which is more sensitive than that of a meter scale as well as that of a vernier calipers. This screw gauge can be used to measure accurately up to 3 places of decimal, right? Okay. While the measurement of diameter of a wire, the linear scale reads 1 millimeter and 47th division of the circular scale coincides with the reference line. We are supposed to find out the measured value of the diameter. So what to do is, measured value. So it will be given by main scale reading. It is the main scale reading plus n times n is the number of division which is coinciding with the reference line multiplied by the least count. So, main scale reading is 1 millimeter, that is 0.1 centimeter. It is 0.1 centimeter. In centimeter it would be 0.1. And in case you represent it in millimeter, then write MSR as 1. So here I am going to write the answer in centimeter. So main scale reading is 1 millimeter, right? So it is 0.1 centimeter plus least count multiplied by n. N is 47. 47th division of the circular scale coincides with the reference line. So n is 47 over here. Least count. This is considered in centimeter. So least count is also to be written in centimeter. 0.001. So students, let's solve it. It will be 0.1 plus 0.047. So that will give us 0.147 centimeter. So this will be the answer. This is the proper representation. And mind it, this is the measured value. Now in the question, if some positive error was given, then how do we correct it? Positive error means the instrument must be giving a measurement which is more than that of the actual value. So that positive error should have been subtracted from this measured value so as to get the actual value. And students, in case of negative zero error, we are aware if our instrument suffers from negative zero error, it means that the measurement is less than the actual value. So in order to correct the negative zero error, that negative zero error is to be added. It is to be added to the measured value so as to obtain the actual one. So anyway, here no error is given. So we are supposed to consider that it is a instrument which is free from any zero error. So in this case, the reading of the diameter of the given wire is 0.147 centimeter. Right, students? So let's try to attempt the second question. Second question is, a screw gauge has a pitch of 1 millimeter and 200 divisions on a circular scale. Find its least count. So let's try to attempt the second question first. A screw gauge has a pitch of 1 millimeter. Just now we have discussed that the least count is given by this particular formula. It is pitch divided by number of divisions in the head scale of the circular scale. Right? In this case, the pitch is given to be 1 millimeter and number of divisions is 200. Number of divisions is 200. So find its least count. So using the same formula, we can easily solve it. It is 1 millimeter divided by 200. So we can write it as, I think, 1000 divided by 200 multiplied by 10 to the minus 3 millimeter. So it will give us 5 into 10 to the minus 3 millimeter. So this is the least count of this screw gauge. So first part is done, right? The least count of this screw gauge under consideration is 5 into 10 to the minus 3 millimeter. Now second part. Do you think it is possible to increase the accuracy of the gauge arbitrarily by increasing the number of divisions on the circular scale? Is it possible to increase the accuracy or increase the sensitivity of screw gauge? Obviously yes. If the number of divisions in the circular scale is increased, the least count of the instrument will decrease. And the smaller the least count of the instrument, the more sensitive the instrument is said to be. Right? So I'll give you an illustration. Let number of divisions in the circular scale be 250. Then in the same case, least count would have been pitch, which is 1 millimeter, divided by number of divisions in the circular scale. Suppose it is 250. So if you find it, so we'll get 1000 divided by 250 into 10 to the minus 3 millimeter. So that would give us 4 into 10 to the minus 3 millimeter. So look, this is less. 4 into 10 to the minus 3 is less than that of the previous least count. Therefore, the screw gauge having 250 circular divisions would have been more preferable as its least count is less. I repeat, lesser the least count of an instrument, the more sensitive the instrument is said to be, the more accurate the measurement is. So students, These are the questions which are based on screw gauge. I hope you have understood this topic completely. So you should be able to handle this device very, very confidently, right? All the best, students. Try to practice more such numericals based on screw gauge, and all the very, very best. Do study very well. Thank you.